Is it happening?
Yeah,
Are we
it's
live? Okay.
happening. Hello, everyone.
All right, everybody, welcome to the season 72 SHL Entry Draft. I'm Laura. I am here with Ace. If Ace wants to say hi,
Yeah, hey everybody, welcome to the season 72 SHL Entry Draft. We're excited to get this going and present it to you tonight.
and Frenchie Jr., aka
Hey,
Shawnee. Um, Pyro, who is in fact getting drafted tonight as well.
Hey y'all.
And we've got, is it Koa or COA?
Koa.
Oh, well, today I learned.
What
Koa is
citizen
here,
of Adra to you?
the first overall pick, and I'm here hosting half-ish.
And you forgot about me, but that's okay. People just assume I'm
You're
gonna be
always
there
here.
anyways. All right. Well, Koa, do you want to go ahead and announce the first pick of this draft?
So, the Manhattan Rage organization is proud to select from the Simulation Major Junior Hockey Leagues Quebec City Citadel's left defenseman. No, right defenseman. I'm sorry, Jaromir Jagerbomb, user Sulovillain.
My favorite name of the draft. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, it's only
No
downhill
offense
from here.
taken.
Yeah.
Sulo is a fantastic user. I really enjoyed my interactions with him in the past. He's also, if you don't know, and I don't want to like make everybody jump into his DMs suddenly, but he's a fantastic graphic designer that makes really awesome signatures. So congrats, Sulo. Really happy for you. You'll kill it in Manhattan.
Hopefully, right? That would be very nice if he killed it in Manhattan. I'm not biased, by the way.
Absolutely not. Thanks for being here, Koa, to announce the first pick. Very cool when GMs can actually give a little bit of flavor to that first pick. Ace knows a thing or two about that too.
Yeah, that was no cameo, that's for sure. But hey, having the GM in here to audibly give the selection, it's not bad.
Way better.
All right. I'm getting ready to announce the second.
So while we wait for the second pick, I mean, unless you're ready right now, Jarrett.
Kind of, but go ahead, talk all you want. We
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
we need to
So
give some time for the GMs to start picking, because at some point we're gonna catch up to them, and that's where it's not fun.
So
And they
I'm
need so much
interested.
time.
I'm interested in knowing from the GM that decided to take Sullivan in the first overall selection. Where does he kind of project in your lineup? What type of future do you see him having with Manhattan?
I mean, if you're going for a first overall, you're obviously looking for someone who's going to be pulling that first defense pair, ideally first defenseman, obviously. And yeah, that's exactly the position where I'm expecting Sulo to slot into. And uh, realistically, I am hoping that he develops there. Uh, our defense is shaping up pretty nicely. I will say that I'm a part of it, so that's not great, but with guys like Sulo, it's hopefully all gonna be all right.
That's a great pick, man, from a fellow GM. Well done.
For a fellow player that played with Sulo a lot in IIHF Finland and won a lot, and he made all of our banners, which were sick. It's really a great pick to get Sulo first overall. Can hardly go wrong with Sulo.
And for what it's worth, like we have a lot of good experiences with Sulo as the front office across all members, so it was a pretty easy decision to make originally. We were like pretty set that we are very, very likely gonna draft him. And obviously we made all of our rounds and like scouted people we thought might be good for it, but eventually just settled, yeah, we don't have anything to really like speculate about in a sense.
All right. Well, whenever we're ready to announce the second pick.
By all means.
Lord, do you want to do the honors? We don't have every GM to announce every single pick now,
Oh,
so
yeah,
it falls
sure. Wait, is it
on
up?
you
Is
from
it up?
this point. It's gonna be up the second you
Okay.
say the name.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I got this.
I'm gonna click the thing when you say the name.
Oh, you want me to say it now? Sorry. With the second overall pick, the Hamilton Steelhawks select Zedward Williams, aka Afino.
aka the Mustache Man.
So I had some good conversations with Afino as a scouting conversation here for the Winnipeg Aurora, and fantastic user. Is currently the GM of the Detroit Falcons down there in the SMJHL. They're in the middle of a rebuild down there, so they're really looking to build with their players there. So I think this is a great pick as well, and I hate to see it go to a team like Hamilton. No bias, but yeah, great pick, Halsey and team, and congratulations, Afino.
Yeah, as a new player, I must say I have thoroughly enjoyed every conversation I've been in with Afino, whether it be talking, where we think everyone's getting drafted, or just his general presence in the rookie chat.
We have an amazing render for the next one. I don't want to spoil it too much, but
I'm noticing something. I mean, it's already, you're seeing a trend that kind of occurs in the SHL here. You're seeing the run on defensemen very early. Defense is definitely a position that's coveted in this league, and it's one that's not always easily available. So it wouldn't surprise me to see this trend continue throughout the first round here in the draft tonight.
and
Are we ready?
Next ones on the clock are the Monarchs, and the
Alright,
pick
shall I
is
announce
in.
it?
Yeah, pick is in. As soon as you can see it here in my
I'm
screen,
allowed.
you can go ahead
Okay.
whenever feels right. Hey, it's
Alright.
it's a first time for a lot of people, and it's also the most people we've had watching the stream in quite a while.
Oh, nice.
So we'll
Yeah, I
find
never talk.
we'll find our rhythm.
Alright, with the third overall pick, the Minnesota Monarchs select Laser Gato with the awesome render for Wizard Literal.
Yeah, Wizard is a GM over in the ISFL. I almost said another league. That would have been bad. But yeah, I had some great chats with him too. Fantastic user. I've heard him come highly recommended from a lot of folks that have spent time in that league more than I have. So obviously the Monarchs must have really enjoyed their conversations with him. Look at that render though. Laser beams coming right out of the eyes.
Oh yeah.
Love it. So yeah.
Put it on a shirt.
Laser Gato, number 3 to the Monarchs.
I remember Frenchie threatening me to trade me for Gatto. I think Frenchie did vouch for him as a Carolina Kraken player. So if Frenchie's vouching for you,
I mean, for what it's worth, from my conversation, it came up that Frenchie's actually the reason Wizard even made it over to the SHL. So, he better vouch for him if you drag them over.
Oh, cool! You're still here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here.
It's gonna lurk.
Pop up
I'm
when
just
you
gonna lurk.
least expect.
If
Alright,
Ace here, I can be here too.
It's all right. I just
Okay,
was expecting you to be gone after your first pick, but that's cool.
Alright, the next pick is in. With the 4th overall pick, the Toronto North Stars chose Wesley Kirkpatrick with the user Pyro, who you
Absolute
may
overreach.
know.
Well, Pyro, do you have anything to say about this selection?
I'm
He
very
was
excited
amazing.
to go over to Toronto. I've had a great talk with Wally. I'm beyond words with being able to go 4th overall in my first ever draft. I don't know what else to say. It's awesome.
Was Wally the only GM that you really enjoyed talking to?
No, I had
Put him right on
so
the
many
spot.
good conversations with most of the GMs, and it made it very difficult to gauge whether or not people were just looking at me to be like, if this guy falls far enough, we'll take him, or if they're like, yeah, he's definitely a 15 through 20. And I was just like, I have no idea where I'm going, but Wally definitely gave me some reassurance early on that like I might be a lotto pick, and I kind of stuck with that.
Very well deserved, man. I love talking to you. You're going to be a great fit for the North Stars. Hell of a pick for Toronto. Well done, everybody, all around.
It's going to be a scary team very soon. Oh, right. Next pick is in. It is where did it go? With the 5th pick, the Tampa Bay Barracuda select the Murray. User Trashe.
That's another user that I had a fantastic scouting conversation with, and I was deep down hoping that they would fall, but I knew it wouldn't happen with us sitting at 17 overall. I know that they have had some history in the league, big bank account, really looking to accomplish that 2K badge that they missed out on their last player. And look at that render. Like with a render like that, they are just destined for success. Although I think they're a little bit more of a shape for a defenseman, but I think with enough wind sprints, it'll cut down on that father figure he's got there.
I know a previous GM to Kelowna. I played with Trash on the Argonauts with my previous player. Always fun to be around. Really, the username couldn't be further from the truth.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest here. I was hoping that he falls to 7, not that he falls to 17. And well, that hasn't proven to be true. So, yeah, great user. I was very happy with the conversation we've had, and obviously, a fellow GM is always really nice to get drafted, and people at GM have general understandings of how these things go and know what you want out of a user, and it's great to have someone who is willing to provide, not like me.
That's a good point. And to follow up on that point I made about Afino, I mean, Trashy is the co-GM down there in Detroit. So expect to see some sweeping changes for the Falcons next year with some really great young talent down there.
And our next pick is in with the Toronto Stars again, picking at number 6 this time, with Billy Hill, aka Papa Soren.
I didn't talk too much to this prospect here, but it looks like they're pretty well earning. One of the, I think they're the top earning forward or skater in the class so far that's been selected, I believe. Yeah, obviously Toronto must have seen something in their chats that was a great fit for them, and they went in and grabbed it. All right, I lied. 292 TPE. Oh well, but it's really hard updating my personal sheet while I'm commentating about process being picked to other teams. I'm doing my best here, folks. Bear with me. Look at that render, though. I'm gonna say that about every one I look up here and I see it. That makes me laugh, but you just know he's got like some snooze down there in that bottom lip there while he's skating.
And fun fact about this render, we actually couldn't figure out who that was, so Bailey just took the SIG and cropped the player and put it on ice. So people, when we ask for your renders, help us out.
I think it looks perfect.
And that's our fifth defenseman of the draft after six picks. So
I don't see a trend at all.
Me neither. I can actually also speak a bit on this pick. Papa Soren is actually my co-federation head for Latvia. He's a very passionate user. He posts a lot of media. You can really see in his energy he wants to become better. He wants to just improve in general, and that's what probably drew Toronto.
There's been a very concentrated campaign to get Billy Hill as high up the order as he can get, and I think 6 is a pretty decent target to end at.
For sure. It's higher than I got picked. Do I remember
higher
when
than
I got picked? No. Wait, when did you get picked?
27th.
Oh, loser.
Wow.
That's me, and true.
No.
I mean,
I think I was picked 7th, but I really don't remember.
Yeah, I've been picked 23rd both times, so I'm right there with you in the second round, Shawnee.
Let's go.
Does that make
Second
me
round
the
has all
highest
the
pick
best
here?
people. Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
All right, next pick is in. At number 7, the Manhattan Rage select Austin Morley. So evil. Just like the render.
I mean, obviously, mildly shocked that he dropped here, but I was expecting him to be gone in those first 6 picks, so, you gotta pounce when you have that option. And grab what I think might be one of the best forwards in the draft. Forwards obviously not being very picked right now, but our defense is already getting a little bit more fleshed out than I think we absolutely need. And the forwards are lagging behind, so it's a bit of a positional need, but also a great user. I had a great chat with them, and I hope that they are happy to be a part of Manhattan now.
It's a funny story. When I was talking to So Evil, I was very occupied with other things going on. And I just forgot that they sent me a message and I just ghosted them. And they thought that I just didn't want to talk to them anymore.
Oh.
So he messaged me. He's like, what did I do to like get you to ghost me? Like, why didn't you like our conversation? I was like, oh my God, I did not do that intentionally. I feel so bad. No, it had nothing to do with that.
So you just ghosted him again?
Yeah, I basically kissed him on the forehead and wished him good luck.
All right, we already have our next pick. At number 8, the Hamilton Steelhawks select Trevor Leahy, aka Dig Dug 11.
Yeah, that's a Detroit user, someone who I got recommended by Trashe. And when I had a conversation with them, I found them very pleasant, very nice person to talk to. So yeah, I think that this is a great pick. Again, a forward, so we are finally getting out of that defenseman sort of glut that we had at the start of the round. And yeah, I hope that they're happy with him.
Hamilton actually
and
has 2 picks in there.
Yeah, that's another. I like those times because I don't have to change
too much.
the teams and everything. I still need to go get the right render, but yeah, we've seen what 2 forwards in a row now. Wow, impressive.
I'm still waiting for the first goalie.
He's gonna be at like 26 or something.
Yeah, it's
Because
probably.
goalies
mean-
matter.
Sure.
Does activity check count as a goalie whenever he comes up eventually?
I don't think so.
I didn't know if we count goalie turn
Pretty
center.
sure he's a center.
Where, yeah. I was actually going to ask that about the what's it called? For the questions for the mock draft questions. Like, does a goalie turning center in the first round count, or do they only count as a center for that?
I don't know. I just dislike goalies in general. Shoot out to
Why?
Account Cord. Nah, shoot out to Account Cord from Maine.
All right.
No
Well,
goalie haters left.
the pick is in.
Oh yes, right. With the ninth pick, the Hamilton Steelhawks select activity check. With
Which
user
people
Weeds.
might have guessed from what was just
No,
said
I
here.
completely forgot that I could see that.
Nobody noticed. It's fine.
I had some fun conversations with him. He was a funny dude to talk to in scouting. We were laughing more than talking about SHL stuff, which is usually a pretty good sign of a user that's going to fit in with the locker room. So I totally see why he really resonated with Hamilton. I mean, obviously he's going to be shedding those goalie pads, but yeah, great pick by Hamilton again.
How
Isn't he
often do
also another-
goalies swap?
Incredibly often. The thing is, the positions are pretty filled most of the time, and because a lot of people create as goalies, in J they rotate faster, so they can find their places. But in SHL, that just isn't the space, so they tend to be pretty strongly advised to switch. There are some, more determined ones that stay, but it's about half the class of goalies switches every draft, I would say.
I know I wanted to create as a goalie, but that definitely did not end up happening.
Oh, thank God you didn't.
It definitely would have been a lot harder.
You would have went after me.
Somehow in the draft before you. So I
Yeah.
would have been waiting for 2 drafts.
Yep.
Okay.
Undrafted.
Alright.
Heading into
Next pick is in.
number 10. Bets are on. Is it going to tie up between defenseman and forward, or are we going to see 6 out of the first 10 picks being defensemen? Make your bets. Well, not you, but people listening, because you all see it
Wait, I wanted
already.
to bet.
Can I bet all my money and then answer?
I was talking to the people listening to us and not us.
To the people.
Sorry, people.
Well, hopefully they're still listening.
Oh, right. So with the 10th overall pick, the Calgary Dragons select Arthur Kaliev. I'm sorry if I say it wrong. With user Kaliev. That looks like a knight.
Kaliev has been a fantastic user since they joined the league. Already has a job as a simmer. One of the nicest people I've ever talked to in DMs. Just a really good person and a fantastic pick here. Definitely was somebody I was considering at 17 if they were still there.
Is that the simmer that said I'd sim, but I only have FHM 7? And did we end up funding
think
their
so.
sim engine, or did they just buy it?
Unsure.
Because I remember volunteering to pay for a sim engine
What a gentleman.
if they wanted to stream but didn't have the. Well, we just really needed simmers.
Yeah, also.
As
Guys, become simmers.
I'm sure everyone knows. Be simmers, get lots of money and passes for all the TP that exist.
Yeah.
It's easy, we swear.
I mean, I'll stream if you get me a PC.
Well, that's a bit more expensive than an
Oh.
FHM game license.
Are you also on a laptop?
No, Sean
Are
is
you
running
also
the
on a
sheets
laptop?
from a
No,
tablet.
I'm running a sheet from a tablet and a cell phone.
Oh my god.
We're on budget here.
I guess on a tablet it's not too bad.
Trust me.
Alright, entering
We
the
have the
second
next
half.
pick.
Yes.
Second half of the first round. All right, pick number 11, the New Orleans Spectres select Bernard Lodge, aka Uptown Cord. Goalie.
Yeah, a goalie. I'll go back on what I said. Wonderful pick. He's in Maine, so I have a bias, but yeah, great user, great player, great goalie. It's just fun to have around. I've really enjoyed talking to him, and yeah, that's pretty much it. He won us a cup.
And congratulations for everyone who guessed goalie in the first round, because that's an actual one. No doubt about it. This one is gonna count. Oh shit! I forgot to do my mock draft.
Wait, do it now.
I don't think that's allowed.
You're gonna be the first one to have
Just sneak it
so
in,
many
they won't
TVs.
notice.
For a mock draft pass.
I almost forgot to do mine.
I really hope I didn't have to do mine. I don't know how this works anymore. I haven't earned
Me
VP
neither.
in years.
I'm gonna blame the fact that I didn't do it on the tornadoes.
I mean, that is a real threat, but kind of very general in a sense.
Well, let's just say I'm not home because I was heading somewhere and got stuck in the middle.
In the
And
middle.
still here.
The metal.
Yep.
All right, next pick has been in.
Yep, going back to the Dragons.
Pick number 12, the Calgary Dragons select Jaden Tanner,
Oh my god, what a
aka
shocker.
Possum Queen. 3 possums in a trench coat.
True.
We
Great
can talk
user.
yeah, we can talk shit about code GMs, right? They won't be mad.
Wait.
You can't
Okay,
be
I'm
mean
just
to possums.
I mean, they could always join and defend themselves.
That's kind of fair. At the same
actually,
time,
No, they would
can.
just play possum, roll over and die.
No, possums are great. They've been my main provider of possum memes, so I'll always be thankful to that.
Wait, where are these possum memes and how come I haven't seen them?
In my DMs.
Oh!
Yep.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
it's a personal supply.
Just straight to your door. We're getting there.
We are showing movement, indeed.
Yep.
And we're going back to how many first pick has Toronto had in the past 3 seasons?
The number's high.
They are the first round.
Look at me. I am the first round now.
I mean, Toronto has always been the first round, if you get what I mean.
I don't.
No.
Tell you what, though, if they can keep that team engaged and locked in, the Stars are going to be a force to be reckoned with in the Eastern Conference in like 3 or 4 seasons, maybe even sooner.
So many good picks. But I'm a little biased because one season it was just a ton of QCC.
This is we're in season 72, right? Laura, by the way, aren't you supposed to announce?
Yes, thank you. I'll
I mean,
find it
we can
eventually.
take our time. Some GMs have taken a lot of time to pick, and I don't want to catch up.
Yeah. So pick number 13? Yes. Pick number 13, the Toronto North Stars. Select Remington Richardson III. User Electric Tree. Who I think I remember talking to, or somebody scouted them for QCC. And I like them.
Nice. Give me a sec. There you go.
Technical difficulties?
My apps.
You shouldn't have clicked that link on that one website you were on.
I just pasted the two things in the opposite files that they were supposed to be on, so everything went to shit. But it's fixed now, and Chicago will be on the clock. Hey, that's my team.
Wait, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Gross.
Well,
Just kidding. I like those guys.
I've been drafted again by Chicago.
I was there.
It's Groundhog Day again.
Yeah, I have two players, and both of them were drafted 23rd overall by Chicago. It's
Nice.
it was more exciting the first time, but I'm still excited to be there. The draft thing, less so.
You gotta keep a good thing going.
Yep.
We did win a cup my first season up with my first player, so.
Oh,
What season was that?
Season 15?
57?
Oh,
Oh.
7?
57?
57, I think. So a bit of a while ago, but bar is very high. If we don't win in my first season, I'm gonna ask for a trade, obviously.
No, just for
Good.
fire.
A quick shootout to
Schwarz,
Cheese.
Schwarz, don't listen. That's a lie.
Alright, next pick is in. At number 14, the Chicago Syndicate select Alexandros Mograin. Slicer user.
You slice the user?
They slice themselves?
Wait, what?
Is that not their username?
Yeah, it is. I mean,
Pulling your leg.
yep.
Slicer is a great locker room presence. I'm a little surprised that he fell that far in the draft, honestly. Because every conversation in the Carolina Rocket room, probably about half of them have been started by Slicer, and he's just been an all-around great guy to talk with.
I love rocket rooms.
All
We've
right, my
got
mouse is acting up, but I'm gonna get there for the next pick. Bear with me. Who's on? Atlanta. First pick
the
of the
Atlanta
draft.
Inferno. You mean it's not Toronto?
Wait, it's not Toronto? Oh god.
I'm pretty sure Toronto had. Well, Hamilton also had 3 this pick and quite a few last season. But Toronto must have had at least 3 picks in the first round for 3 seasons now. But that's not who we're talking about now.
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Doo-doo.
Oh, shit.
So
I smashed my
Jared.
mouse because I was angry because it wasn't working well and it just sent the pick. So there it is. Dan Johnston.
Yeah, Johnson. Piggy. Congrats.
Mm-mm.
From the Armada, another defenseman we've picked up on more defensemen recently. 3 out of the last 4. I can't say I've had much interactions with Figgy. So,
Had some good conversations with Figgy. Really enjoyed it. He's if I remember right, he found us from Hockey Dynasty, which is another one of those GM sim leagues. And he had decided that he really liked the name Hamilton Steelhawks. And he was going to use that logo that he found online, or he saw it online or something. And somebody called him out on it and was like, hey, that's an SHL team that you're using. And he was like, oh, what's SHL? And he found us from there. So really funny story. I think it was Red Cape Diver that was over in that community and found him.
So Hockey Nation, you mean?
Yeah, Red Cape Diver was over in Hockey Nation with Figgy, and that's how Figgy found out about us. So really good dude in the DMs. Big hockey fan. Probably has a very bright future ahead of him here.
great origin
I'm glad
story.
he found us. All right, we have our next pick. From New England, at pick 16, they pick Rocky Orwell. Cly. CLY?
He's actually breaking news. He's actually Jimmy Fallon's cousin, and he's waiting to reap the benefits of nepotism.
And once again, the sheet is messed up, and we once again have someone. The draft card says Leatherneck Mike, and I can't for the life of me figure out why the sheet keeps doing that, or the script that our great friend Rotsbua, who does the draft card with his script magic, well, somewhere along the way, Leatherneck Mike is always in the draft, and this year he's Rocky Orwell.
Well, do you want me to distract you from that thing?
Sure.
Because we've got a trade.
Oh,
I've been waiting to say this.
yeah, it's kind of late in the draft to have our first trade, but it is brought to you. Okay, let me go get the trade.
It is brought to you by
By
something.
our
Pretties.
very own Ace, who is here. So well, it's already showing up now. But Ace, what did you do?
Oh, well, we had 17 overall, and we had some players that we thought maybe would continue to slip and some late round steals that we liked. And, the Barracuda came up giving us a call. We've had this pick on the block for a little while now, and they offered us some decent value, we think. So we're able to pick up the 33rd selection in this draft, as well as the season 74 first for the Barracuda. So just a little bit of a gamble on our part here. There were still some players we would have really liked at 17, but we're hoping that first in 74 will provide, a good return for us.
All right. Well, that's definitely some value you got there. Moving back, math is hard. 16 spots, but gaining a first pick in the process. That isn't bad at all. And so the Barracuda will get their second pick in this first round.
Second, and then quickly followed by their third.
Oh, let's go. I like that. I like when you. I don't like when there's a trade because it's more work, but then I like when it's to get the same team back to back. Then it
Somewhat
worry, I
it
easier.
don't like
balances
trades
out.
either.
All right. At number 17 with their newly acquired draft pick, Tampa Bay selects Dan Craig, user JJ2416. Looking spiffy.
That is indeed Dan Craig, and we can see the little berserker pin on the render. So those are easy renders to make. We also like those. Just stamp a logo whenever, wherever on the clothes of. Uh... Oh wait, they made a berserker tie as well. Great job, team. I'm proud of y'all, Billy and team. You do great stuff.
I'm a little sad that it's not Benoit Blanc.
Ooh.
His character in Knives Out. He plays a detective.
Ooh.
Dan Craig, the actor that is the render.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, moving up with again Tampa Bay, right? So
Mm.
don't have to
Mhm.
change that. Just change who's on. Oh, no render.
Oh.
Sad.
Aw. Which player is that again?
Uh,
That's Bo
Like the
Horvat.
render. Horvat.
That's
He's
our
not even there anymore.
yeah, but that's our go-to render in the script.
Stand-in.
Yeah, stand-in player in the script is Bo Horvat from his Vancouver days.
Long gone. But with pick 18, Tampa Bay selects RIP Thunderdome 2013 to 2023. User Trella.
This is
great
gonna be
name.
the guy I picked at 17 if I stayed. I was kind of hoping and praying, but Charles is a great dude. He's been on my team before, back when I was the co-GM of the Edmonton Blizzard. I had him on my team. Just an absolute pleasure. Really nice dude. Just looking to really make a. I mean, he wants to have the name Thunderdome go down into the history book, so he's got his eyes on a Hall of Fame career. So could be a real steal of the draft opportunity here.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And next we will have Calgary, who will be the fourth team to make their third selection in the first round.
Holy Christ.
So that's interesting. Um, we see some teams that are definitely more heavily rebuilding than others right now, I think. And so let's see what Boom had in store for us with uh, the last pick for Calgary in this round, unless there's a trade I haven't seen. But and then we'll finish the round with Buffalo.
All right. At pick number 19, Calgary Dragons select Sven Holmberg. User My Little Hex.
Hex is a name that's been around a long time. He's notoriously fun as a GM to negotiate in free agency. He really enjoys making, I don't want to say silly demands, but he's a fun guy. He will probably provide a ton of value to his team here with this pick, just based on TPE earnings and bank alone. And he's certainly active in Discord too, so there's a lot of upside with the selection.
And let's close this first round.
With Buffalo and their 20th pick. Joseph Reed, aka Ready or Not.
I think it's Reedy or not.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I'm not wearing my glasses.
Um, well, I like the username for sure. I've I haven't been around that much lately, so I don't know anything about the newer users. I just show up to do the drafts.
Give me a sec. I'll uh asking.
That's a decent bank for sure, and stepping up from uh, 30th overall in the SMJHL draft to 20th, so that's a good jump up for Joseph Reed. And with that, uh, we're going to soon be ready to go into the second round. And let me go to, oh, okay. I think we're going to do a quick break of 5 minutes because we're only 4 picks behind the GMs. So we're going to let them pick ahead a bit and come back in uh, 5 minutes. Otherwise, we're going to catch up and we'll have to do that anyways. So, yeah, just enjoy the no commercial break, just a break, and we'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay, welcome back. Thank you for sticking with us through this little intermission. We are ready to head into the second round of this draft, and it's Koa's pick, and Koa's still here. So Koa is going to. Oh shit! I forgot to do the thing.
Well, it's going to in a few seconds.
Yeah.
In a few more seconds.
In a few more seconds. Okay, so the Manhattan Rage are proud to select from, and I need to look it up real quick. From the Nevada Battleborn player Axel Winson, J Steel 14.
And we have our second appearance of Bo Horvat.
So,
That is very unfortunate for Bo Horvat. Yeah, so the idea here is we are starting to get to players that I think are having the potential, but maybe aren't super confirmed. So yeah, Jay still is a little behind on TP compared to the rest of the class. I'm saying that I'm 4 TP ahead of him, but yeah, the scouting has shown that he has the drive, he has the interest, and we're hoping to be able to use that.
he wasn't out of bad in the SMGHL either. In 22 games, he got 12 points, 1 goal, and 11 assists, while being a +4 on Nevada.
That's a really decent. That's actually a surprisingly decent stat line for a rookie.
Yep. 70 GR as well. And his sole goal was a game winner.
Jay Steele was my GM for a while in PBE when I first joined, and I have nothing negative to say about uh, Jay Steele. Only positive, very fun locker room that uh, we shared over there, and was very understanding when I asked to be traded to Jess's team, and made that uh, possible. So I was very thankful for that.
Are we ready for the next pick?
Yeah, I'm trying to not go too fast because whoever is on the clock right now in GM chat is again taking their sweet time, and I'm going to advocate for a pick clock again, which we
They're
have in
doing their best.
we have a pick clock in the J, and it's been a life-changing experience.
Is it just like automated?
No, it's usually TDZ or ACAP
Mm,
starting the
yelling.
clock and yelling at people.
I love it.
And if
Okay.
you're haven't picked by the time you're up, well, it's next team's turn, and you just announce when you get there.
Okay,
You
but
pick a
I
boss
love it.
like Lore.
yeah, the counterpoint here though is it actually followed because we are also technically having a pick clock, but it's never actually enforced.
Who
Well,
knows?
everybody just says trade talks and gets themselves extra time. So
That's pretty much the loophole.
But it's Calgary back to back here, with
Oh,
their
so it is.
fourth and fifth. After four is five. Good job, Jert.
Most of the time.
Um, so yeah, fourth and fifth pick of the draft for Calgary, going into pick 22 and
How
23.
many is too many?
Yes.
Am I allowed to say it now?
Yes, of course. Go ahead.
Okay. With their 22nd pick, the Calgary Dragons select Scott Seitz, Bibleman 19, coming out of Vancouver.
Bibleman, who just got hired as, I want to say,
Was it
J Awards head.
J. Awards?
I think it's J
I'm
Awards head.
I remember seeing that in the SHL general server.
Congrats, Bible Man.
Yes, it is. I just confirmed in the SHL server.
And I should probably reach out then as Evan's head to make sure everything's.
Do your job.
Yeah, I need to know my role,
Oh God.
which is something everyone really should know in this league. Know your role, people. If you know, you know.
You don't. You're better off.
Yeah, if you don't, you're definitely better off.
Yeah, Size was pretty good in the SMJHL. 67 points in 66 games. That's pretty impressive for a rookie.
Heck yeah.
I think that's Bibleman's second player. Was there for a while on Yukon, I think, in the J, and kind of uh, fizzled out, but seems to be really motivated to come back and make a great player here. Getting that job obviously is a great sign of dedication. And so, yeah, congratulations, Bibleman. I think could be a very good pick here in the second round for Boom and the Dragons.
Again. So at pick 23, the Calgary Dragons select. Oh no.
Good luck.
Sunrise Vandershabakudavine.
You tried.
Shibakudavine. Toonfish?
What?
Is it Thunfish or Toonfish?
It's
Great question.
Yeah,
I've
always
decided
said-
it's Toonfish.
Yeah, I always say it's fun. But
I
Oh,
think
God.
it's fun fish.
um,
Give me
Yeah,
some.
extremely familiar face for me. He has played with his previous player his entire career in Manhattan. I hoped that I would be able to pick him up again because he is a very friendly guy. He likes to talk a lot, and I really enjoy having him in the LR. He might not be the biggest earner in the world, but he is a great guy to have around for that activity. And yeah, full recommendations. Even if you might not necessarily get your first liner with him, you might get your second or third liner here, and those are as important as everyone else.
and at this point in the draft, really, that's more than you can. Like, if you get someone that's a good locker room presence and is going to be a solid player for the second line or third line, uh, not everyone on your team can beat 2000 TPE because you destroy the cap hit. So at this point in the draft, I think that's what most teams are looking for, is that solid depth player to help out uh, on the lower lines without being paid too much, but being active. That that's what you want. I think I'm not a GM.
Lord.
Hmm?
The pick.
Oh, I'm
The
sorry.
pick, the next pick.
I was listening to the talking patiently.
Yeah, it's when, whenever you can just cut me off if you want to. Also,
Okay, I will. Maybe. Probably not. With the 24th pick, the Minnesota Monarchs select Jeff Hunziker, Redditor 15.
Redder.
Redditor. Jeff is coming out of QCC, and we have loved having him there.
You're talking as if he was gone forever.
Sorry. We still love him. He went on vacation, so he was a little quiet for a bit, but he's
Oh.
back.
Did he do well in this season?
Well, I mean, QCC didn't do very well as a
The
whole,
answer is yes.
so
He had 68 points.
he did amazing.
Yes. Anything else you want to say?
Um, he knows more about hockey than I do. Not that I know a lot, but
Yeah.
he's really fun to talk to. He'll be a great fit there.
Right. We are going to go with Tampa Bay now, and yep, Tampa Bay. That's the team, and I'm gonna go mess around with my voice settings because the baby has gone to sleep now, so I need to be quieter. The whole place is quieter, so I can afford to talk quieter. This is about to become an ASMR draft.
Oh no.
What, you don't like ASMR?
Um,
All right, pick is almost in. I need to update this thing here.
don't worry, I'll be left alone to suffer.
Right. With the 25th pick overall, Tampa Bay selects Chris Robertson, aka Chicken Leg.
We've had a lot of chicken in the past drafts. We've had Furious Chicken. I think Furious Chicken was last season, or was it
Yeah, it
already
was.
2 seasons ago? Times
And
were
2 seasons ago was Egg Cracker.
oh, so the egg did come before
Yeah, the egg
the
did
chicken.
come before.
That's
Give me a sec, give me a sec, give me a sec. I know you're waiting after me.
I kind of was, yes.
Sorry,
You
yeah.
got disturbed by the idea of ASMR.
Hey, Jert,
Perhaps.
you apparently got too quiet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
hard to hear.
That's
I
the
was
first
yearning
time.
for your voice.
That's the first time anybody's ever said that Jared is too quiet.
Oh, I
And
forgot you were
also,
here.
Koa's a little hard to hear. Not for me, but apparently on the stream.
okay.
Is extremely sad.
This should get better. It's entirely quiet here, so I'm just gonna put the sensitivity to the lowest, and that should work. All right,
Oh no,
GM's
now they'll hear the ASMR behind me.
doing great at picking fast. I love that. Keep going, GM's. 3 picks in the same minute just happened.
Go,
That's awesome.
go, go, go.
And so we can keep moving. Do we have everything figured out here? For the next pick, which is Baltimore's first pick in this draft. And
I remember for our draft year, they had so many first round picks that the joke was that half of the draft class would end up on Baltimore.
yeah, Baltimore has had a few of those drafts with a
It
lot
is a
of
viable
picks.
strategy. I mean, it's
Oh
not that
yeah.
we've won a cup yet, but I had like 7 first round picks in the same draft class, and that core is still together, rocking it in Winnipeg.
That is very true.
Hmm.
Great place to be, Winnipeg. I've been there for a while.
On purpose?
Not the real Winnipeg. Nobody would go
Yeah,
there on
Oh
purpose.
yeah,
But
okay. The
yeah.
Aurora Winnipeg, got you.
Aces Winnipeg.
the beaches of Winnipeg.
Bitch,
uh, the 26th pick overall, Baltimore selects Bo Kavanaugh, aka Take the Horizon, who I see in the SHL Discord all the time, catching Pokemon before I can get to them.
I mean, well, I mean, be faster.
just be faster.
Yeah.
I didn't
Viable
think about doing
strategy.
that. Never occurred to me before.
I know.
Take the Horizon was a great goalie for Texas for what seemed like forever with their previous player. What was it Cillian Kavanagh, I believe.
Yeah, yeah, it's Cillian or Killian, one or the other.
So it's definitely going to be weird seeing Take the Horizon with a Baltimore player, but I think that's a great pickup. If the career is anywhere near as good as it was with Texas, Baltimore really just got a solid goalie out of this pick in the second round for a long time.
All right, moving on. At pick 27, the Seattle Argonauts select Sith Happens from user Danger.
Carolina goalie.
Yep, two goalies back to back in
I
the
love it.
second round
Wow.
here.
As a former member of the goaltender union, it is sad that goalies keep slipping in the draft. FHM, look at yourself in the mirror.
Do better.
Make goalies matter. Do better. That's right, Lord. Thank you.
Make goalies great again.
Yeah.
That implies they were ever great in the sim engines we use, but
Oh God.
Wait, were they bad even in STHS?
oh yeah, they've always been terrible.
They were worse.
I'm not
Welcome
sure
to
that-
goaltending, where the TPE doesn't matter and the rules are made up.
Welcome
I mean-
to TP. Welcome to goalies where you stand.
Okay, I mean,
And
in-
apparently
in
our
the-
Swiss cheese.
in the STHS, I think the TP at least mattered to a point where you wouldn't be able to get away with like 300 TP pair on like a competitive team because they would get Swiss cheese every single game.
But the high TPE players didn't matter, just like it doesn't geesh in FHM.
Yeah, no, FHM is very like if your goalies do well early on, they'll just keep doing well forever.
But hey, goalies got to stick together. So congrats on that back-to-back goalie pick. I hope you guys have a wonderful career.
Koa.
Oh, Koa, do you want
announce
to?
your pick?
Oh, we are to that pick already. Yep.
Well, it didn't happen. If you're gonna.
So, what the 28th overall, the Manhattan Rage are proud to select from the Nevada Battleborn, I steer my pudding user Offensta. And I'll be strict honest here. He bribed Hannah with dog pictures, and that's why he's getting picked here. And I want to shame him publicly for that.
I mean, to
Why are
be
you
fair.
shaming?
He exploited her weakness.
I mean, to be fair. Offer
To be
with dog pictures.
fair.
To be fair.
To be fair.
No,
To be fair.
he's a very nice user. I know him for quite a while because he isn't completely new to the league, and yeah, I feel like even if we don't get a player out of a pick this relatively late in the draft, if we get a good user into the locker room, I think that's worth it.
And dog picks. I feel like this is a
And dog
win-win.
picks. Yeah, I'm obviously hoping that there is still a player in there, and I've been promised a player, so I'm gonna keep him up to that. But you know, there is value already, and it can just go up.
All I'm gonna say is I'm a bit disappointed that you didn't just say with the uh, whatever pick it was with the 28th overall pick, I steer by pudding, and make it a full sentence.
Oh,
So
missed opportunity.
yeah, that's all I have to say on that pick. Before we get ready for while we get ready for Calgary, who are also getting, I think, their fifth pick of this draft
Isn't
now.
that the 6th?
Sixth pick. Oh yeah, they were
That's good.
the ones that I mentioned were picking the fifth. So 6 picks in the first 30. That's really going to be a huge class for Calgary. And Boom really laying into
Oh
the
shit, the pick was
ace
announced.
ace style reconstruction rebuild.
Hey, but do you want to hear something fun?
What?
I
Oh,
think
you
we've got a trade.
for this
Right
one?
now?
I think we've got a trade.
Huh?
For 29?
No, for 30.
But you're ahead of us.
Yeah, we still haven't. Oh, you put 29 in. Oh, so people have seen.
Oh,
Okay, well,
oh.
here's the draft card, people.
Calgary Dragons select Cheeks Claflin at pick 29. Hello, Spartan.
Wow, Clappin. That's a new family name. I don't think I've seen that one in the draft before. Now, Cheeks, is that a Latvian first name?
Don't ask me.
It ends with S, so I'm just assuming.
I don't know anymore.
I didn't understand the question, so I'm just gonna skip it and.
And now we have a trade. Or had.
I think we do.
Well, the team that is on the clock in my sheet is not the team that picked in GM chat, so I assume we have a trade.
I think it is, yeah.
All right, well, let's announce that trade here. It's between the Spectres and the North Stars.
Oh god.
Yes, my
Hello,
child.
HFO.
We have.
HFO.
Now it's a draft.
Get me out.
Oh. This is getting out of hand. Now there's 3 of them.
Wait, Shawnee, I think you were in like one of HFFO's D&D campaigns, and that's what made me mute you.
That is correct. Yeah,
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
that's what happened. Yeah.
I do recall the day.
The
Yeah,
very
I
bad.
DM'd
Oh
HFFO
my
about
god,
it.
yeah,
I was
you're
like,
right.
I'm muting him. I can't do it
Yeah,
anymore.
I mean, I hate his HFFO, so I left. I mean, I still hate him, but... Yeah, we have a trade.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, HFFO. Unfortunately, you don't have anything to do with this trade, so you can talk later. The North Stars are moving up 9 spots, and doing so are paying a second rounder in next season's draft, which they previously obtained from Montreal. So that's Montreal's second pick in season 73 and the 39th overall going to the Spectres, and the 30th pick overall going to the North Stars. So they are the ones who will be drafting with this next pick.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting trade.
All right, so let's just say Wally doesn't fuck around.
He absolutely doesn't.
I love Wally because you'll be mid-trade negotiation with him, and then he'll just vanish off the face of the earth for like 3 days.
Wally driving and then just forgets about you existing.
He didn't even drive this time, man. He was on an airplane. Wally flying.
Is it worse?
He upgraded.
Wally on the move.
He upgraded.
Wally drinking and Wally flying.
I mean, you know, it's also he just probably doesn't want to talk to you. Wally doesn't ghost me, so.
Well, then I talked to JR, and then JR ghosted me too.
Yeah, it's probably just a you, if we're being honest.
I am pretty toxic.
Yeah.
I wouldn't blame
True.
him.
Oh, we're getting reports that we're not supposed to swear. Looking
Did
at you,
I
HFFO.
swear?
No,
Yeah, I did.
HFFO.
Oh, okay. I usually do, so it wouldn't surprise me.
We've been swearing through drafts forever.
Yeah, I mean,
Pretty
it's,
sure we did.
if I can't shit on the prospects, I can swear, right? That's the rule.
Oh god. Get him out of here.
All right. Toronto pick with the 30th.
With number 30 in the draft, Toronto selects Adrian Skalbergs, aka Ashes.
And that's a Regina Elk, and I love Ashes. Um, I signed him when free agency was still a thing, and I was still a GM. Wow, that's forever ago. Um, and yeah, always hung out in the locker room. Moved countries to go study, so the last player was a J only player, or almost. Maybe played just a bit
Yeah.
in the
Before you
SHL.
continue, I don't want to make you work too much because I think we got another trade.
Oh, trade on the next pick.
Yeah, continue talking, but don't do
Okay.
your stuff for the player.
Cool. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna get the trade display ready then for um, what was I saying? Yeah, Ashes. Great user is in Euro time zone, so sometimes it's harder to catch Ashes in the locker room at the same time, but always positive energy and yeah, I've loved talking to Ashes for uh, his past two players, both on Regina. And now we have a trade to announce, and I think that's Ace again.
Yeah, it sure is. So we have a pick at 33, and we very quickly realized that the player that we had our eye on falling most likely may not be there at 33. So we made a decision to go out there and offer up our second round pick from Baltimore that we acquired earlier today for 31 to make a selection here.
All right. Well, let's get all of that set up with the sheet.
Oh, I remember this pick from the J draft.
Okay, so next pick, let me get that right, is going to be Winnipeg. And it is going to be this player here. And we are
Yes.
going to be ready to announce.
Yeah,
Yes.
so go ahead. Somebody was saying something before I jumped in here. So
I said yes. You can
okay.
announce your pick.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm happy to do so. Yeah, so with the 31st pick, we saw a user that has a pedigree of creating a player with 1800 TPE. They're pretty well regarded in other communities. From the Regina Elk, we select defenseman Philippe Labelle. Welcome to Winnipeg, Philippe.
Philip the Beautiful. Love to see it.
And
Philippe
username's KC15.
Yeah. Beautiful pick.
Yeah, and there's two French people here to tell you that you didn't butcher it too much.
Tabarnak.
Now that was great.
Yeah.
And I'll give you a little spoiler here. It's not too big of a secret, but because we were hoping to wait till 33, we don't have 33 anymore. So
Oh, spoiler
Spoilers,
alert.
okay.
There's
Yeah.
gonna be
Okay,
another
so,
trade going
Stream
on.
ruin.
Yeah, give me a sec. There's a trade for
Is there a
chronologically speaking, it happened immediately afterwards. So I don't want to hear anything.
Oh wait, never mind. It's a trade for.
Yeah,
32 is fine to go.
Yeah, so 32 is fine
I'm
to go,
dumb.
and we have a trade at 33, spoiled by Ace, but it's his trade, so he can do whatever, I guess.
No.
All right, let's go with 30. Oh no, let's not go. I'm not ready for that. God, it's late,
It is.
and I'm tired.
Same.
I told GMs that my brain would stop working about the time it is right now, and it is.
You're doing great.
I'm sleeping.
You're doing great, sweetie. Keep it up.
Pats.
Okay, that's
The word
tough,
the word in the chat here is that I have dropped the S word in the stream before. and I
Big
asked
sexy?
for clarification.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like, silly? And Jess informed me that it was, in fact, sausage that I said, which, yeah, the FTC is going to have to file a fine against the
I won't lie. We do talk about big earthy sausages in the draft stream a lot.
big, girthy, greasy sausages.
That's
I-
just a general GM chat, not just a draft one.
That's true.
That's a very big subject in the Edmonton locker room, especially with Egg Cracker.
You're a bigot if you don't talk about that.
True.
Disagree?
Shawnee outing himself. You hate to see it. Holy, there's so many damn trades this draft. What are you people doing?
I
Just how
know.
they build those players in Edmonton.
This
We
is
haven't
very
done. We haven't done a damn thing. I was actually not home, so that's great.
I've been suffering.
I'm
in danger.
all right. Let's
All right, we ready to announce?
let's go with 32.
All right, with pick 32, Minnesota selects defense. User Gadget,
I think they need a defense.
and that is a fence.
It is defense.
Is it a fence?
D what?
Don't be so defensive.
God.
Yeah, I mean, who would draft a defenseman in this draft?
I
So
wonder
off the
who.
board.
So,
defenseman drafting. Wow, no way.
Who would have a pick at this point already? It couldn't.
Why
be
didn't you
us.
trade it away?
Yeah, we have a trade now.
I'm pretty sure we do.
Ace again.
I really don't like you, Ace.
I know. That's okay. It's a pretty common sentiment. But
I can't believe I offered you free Diablo runs and you didn't give me your first round pick for it.
hey, I got my wrist slapped when I offered Asa a Rangers t-shirt way back when to entice him to accept a trade. So I don't take goods in trade offers anymore. Yeah, so we ended up immediately putting the 33rd overall pick on the trade block as soon as we were able to trade up and grab KC. And luckily, my good friend here, Koa, so we have an all draft trade. He had somebody that he wanted to pick up. So it was you, right, Koa? Is my brain failing me?
Yeah, I got the 33 from you.
Yeah, so Koa traded up and we picked up a second round pick from the next draft, and we can fold up the table here at the Winnipeg table and go home for the draft.
It's about time.
Yeah. Do you want
So
me to
you-
announce
so-
my pick?
So you gave up a second next season to get 31st, and then you got another second next season. So if,
That's right.
If Philly's pick ends up being higher than Montreal's next season, you're going to look like a goddamn genius, moving up in
That and
drafts.
kind of hoping that the draft is maybe a little bit deeper next year too, with the new recruitment head in place that's doing some pretty good work. So the previous one sucked.
Yeah.
All right. So Koa, you want to go ahead with that pick you just acquired?
Yeah, with the 33rd overall, the Manhattan Rage are proud to select from the main timber Maxwell King II, user Tabitim69.
Nice.
I think you're still on the trade.
Well, now I'm on the draft card, and then I'm gonna.
All
go
right,
back
thank
to
you.
The other thing. Tubby Tim is, I believe, a big user in ISFL.
Yeah, he was a junior GM for a bit. He's a good guy. He's pretty chill, fun to talk to. Last player was a Newfoundland that went over to Maine, and is I guess was on the Maine team that beat Newfoundland, so that's pretty cool. But Tubby Tim's a good guy. I don't think he's ever had a player that's left the J, but at this point you're throwing darts, right?
Yeah, and maybe this is the one that will make it out. Hopefully
Exactly.
for Tubby and for you.
Not for me.
Koa. There's too many GMs here now. I don't
They all
know.
sound the same.
Yeah.
I wish I sounded as good as Koa.
Okay. I'm not necessarily very proud of my own voice, but I don't think anyone really is.
You should be.
You should be.
Should be.
I want to sound like Hayes, but you should be anyways.
Yeah, Ace is the voice to envy here.
All right. Next one is next on the block is Chicago. Unless there's another freaking trade.
I think we're safe.
Great. Chicago with 3 out of the next 4 picks.
Oh, dang, look at that.
So 34, 36, and 37 would be Chicago with 1 CL pick in the middle. And funnily enough, if Ace had kept his initial 33rd pick, it would have been all of my previous teams picking one after the other because SFP is at 38. That's not very relevant to anyone but me, but I thought it was funny.
Alright, with the 34th pick, the Chicago Syndicate select Trey Daniels, PDAN04.
Nice.
Yeah, this is a Berserker user. He's no, sorry, he's a Kelowna Knight player, I believe, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm confused with somebody, but I remember him. I recall him in the rookie draft. He was like one of the guys on Discord who had like a default picture, and I was like, pretty sauce here, a multi. But yeah, heading to Chicago at 34.
So now we're going to get 1 Seattle pick before going back with back-to-back Chicago picks. And this is a pick that is in now. Oh god, okay. That's a jersey swap. All right.
Yeah, very
Very bright.
And with the 35th pick, the Seattle Argonauts select Anna Parath, Sash. With the Barney purple jersey swap.
Yep, definitely a lot of purple. Sash has been quieter of late in the Regina locker room, but was very active at the beginning of the season, and yeah, was really a good presence to have around, and hopefully for Seattle, this activity that I saw at the beginning of the season is going to come back for them or anywhere else that Sash is more active, and yeah, gonna be playing for a few more seasons together in Regina. So,
Does anyone else find the eye on the boat really unnerving?
Like
the logo, the eye on the boat. It's just kind of unnerving.
Eye on the boat. Did you just call a ship a boat?
Yeah,
I mean,
they're both water vessels. It's the same thing.
Boat just seems so small.
Yeah, well, the Argonauts only had like 12 dudes, right?
Doesn't mean they need a tiny boat.
But it's not the size
No,
of the boat that matters. It's the motion of the ocean, you know?
oh god.
Also, the boat was pretty damn huge.
Was it though? Because like, if I recall, in that era, it's
it
like
was,
having a
it
big
was.
boat offended Poseidon, so they didn't have like big boats weren't really a thing.
Oh yeah, the Greek were. No, wait, no, that the Greek were. No, the Romans were scared of the water because they were afraid to.
So were the Greeks. There was a Greek myth as well.
Maybe, but I mean, there's a Greek myth for
Maybe,
everything.
but
okay, but like okay, so having one big ship is bad, but having 70 smaller ones that are actually like 5 times the size of the big one is good.
Yeah, as long as there's no
That's right.
women on the ship, there can't be any women.
Oh,
yeah, know your role.
Okay, now we're getting reported. Please, guys.
That's an inside joke for those of you listening.
All right, great impression for the rookies who have been here for one season and don't know your role.
May they never.
May they never.
Yeah.
Um,
we're gonna traumatize them eventually. Like, this is not like a thing that stops from happening, or from being told.
all right, let's go back to Chicago for pick.
36.
Yes, this one.
With 36, the Chicago Syndicate select Grell Fortox. Constellation 1224.
Bingo.
Constellation's actually a close friend of mine. I convinced him to join the league a little later. Like second to last day of the before the trade deadline.
Cut off.
Yeah. Was a little disappointed he didn't fall all the way to Carolina to get over with us, but I'm happy for him that he got to go to Chicago. And
Sounds like tampering.
It's definitely
he got taken
tampering.
before. He got taken before us.
That's a great name though, Grell Fortox. Pretty
Hmm.
cool.
He actually named it after a Torchlight boss.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
I haven't played Torchlight in so long. That's a throwback.
I played it once.
Yeah. It's good game. Nice little ARPG.
Wait, what the fuck?
Whoa. Okay, someone banned Shawnee.
Shawnee gone. No more. Banned
That's bad in
forever.
English, bud.
Okay, so
Tabarnak.
first of all, don't go to the screen yet, but we have a trade.
Cool. For this one or the one after that?
We have it. Yeah. I just messed up the picks, and this was my genuine reaction. And I'm sweating now.
So 37 is a trade?
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't turn in right now.
Why?
Because I messed up the teams.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But there was
Shawnee.
a trade.
I think it's right. I'm saying I think because even the GMs were confused.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's good to go.
You tell me. I can't look because it's gonna show up on the stream.
It's supposed to be right. I mean,
Okay.
if it's not right, I'll be told.
Then we are going. Well, Chicago is definitely right because they were the one owning that pick.
I think it's right.
Thanks.
So Chicago trading to New England. Oh, come on, man. You had a second pick in a row from the same team, and you just ruined that for
I know.
me. I want
Yeah, that's why that
Took it away.
explains my reaction to it.
I want to be traded. I feel betrayed. So Chicago trading to New England. This second rounder, 37th overall, to Newfoundland. They're getting a second rounder in
Newfoundland?
New England.
Yeah.
Sure.
Don't talk about Newfoundland to me.
What did Newfoundland do to you?
I'm a main. I mean, I was.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Wolf Pack getting a pick for other picks, and picks are traded.
So getting a third next season and a second in 75, so a few seasons down the road. And so let me just get the right teams here in the thing, and we can announce that New England. God damn, I'm tired. All right, Laura, take it away.
All right. Wait, really?
Yes.
It doesn't look right.
It's the background is gonna change.
Okay.
Click the thing.
Is the name gonna change too?
Oh fuck no.
Whoa!
Whoop.
We're getting reported. Again.
Yay!
All right, now we're ready to go.
All right. With the 37th pick, New England selects Colt Fox, Southie.
That's a foxy pick.
I mean, how many times has Luke taken Southie now?
Yes.
Is this 3
Five.
or 4? 5? Like,
I don't know. I'm just saying something.
it is the time is a circle, right? And Luke taking Southie is part of that
Yeah,
wheel of time,
it's
if you will,
It's the wheel of time. Yes.
as ages come and pass.
Okay, now you can stop talking.
Shawnee, no one, just fuck off.
No, you did it.
Okay, this draft is devolving. This is getting worse.
I like
Oh,
it.
this is late round draft. Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
this is
this one's
SFP's first pick
No,
of the draft.
this is SHL at night.
Yeah, the SFP's first pick of the draft,
Oh,
and already
38?
about.
Oh yeah, and it's
30 on the
gonna
clock.
be a big surprise.
And it is an absolute mystery.
Who would
Yeah,
have
we
thought?
totally.
Wait,
I mean, Joe Jeff is
question.
on the board, if
Koa.
I'm being honest. Pretty
Koa.
big steal potential.
Where is your team again? It's not Manchester, right?
Manhattan?
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, Manch
Manchester Rage
Vegas
sounds pretty
isn't.
good, though. Manchester FC Rage, pretty cool.
Well, we got Manchester, New Hampshire. You come up here where the Monarchs used to be. Come on over.
All right, so
Manch Vegas.
SFP. Quite a drop for that player between the J draft and the SHL draft. So I don't know what happened there.
I wonder why.
It's a mystery.
I hear like he's just like one of those drivers, like the leaders in the locker room who push you too hard and make things happen. He tries to coach the team and play on the team at the same time. Like it's a bit of a weird environment. I heard.
He's got so much potential, though.
Yeah, lots of potential. I heard he's also like only 13 or something too, but
No,
his
he's
birth
11.
certificate's been lost in the mail.
So with the 38th pick, their very first of the draft, the San Francisco Pride select Rowan O'Byrne, aka Caleb.
That's Scottish, right?
That's Irish.
Better not be.
I'm pretty sure it's Scottish.
I think it's Irish because I think he's on Ireland.
I don't think so.
I think he is.
Doubt it.
Wanna bet?
Do you even have money? Do you even have...
Yeah, I think.
All right.
And then we never saw San Francisco again.
Where am I? Okay, here.
Give us
No lie.
Let's wait until 66 to see them again.
New Orleans is next. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Should be.
That is right. And they have made a pick for a player.
Wait for player?
Yeah. Would you believe that?
No.
A player in this economy?
All right. With 39th pick overall, the New Orleans Spectres select Arturi Lapalainen, user Python.
Gray user.
He used to be a simmer and used to be a Spectres player as well.
He's the co-GM, is he not?
Maybe.
Why do you think he's played that much?
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, he's the co-GM. He's the...
Do you know your fellow GMs?
No.
I mean, no one was saying it, so I had to bring it up.
All right. Well, that's Pythonic. Finland legend as well. Winland legend, I should say. And now we are going into the last pick of the second round. God.
At long last.
At long last. Please tell me the third round is going to be quick.
Well, you'll see.
Okay. Yeah, teams are passing. All right. Who's what? Yeah. Okay. Player here. Buffalo.
Yeah.
Hey, Borvat's back.
I missed him. All right, at 40, the Buffalo Stampede select Buster Nut, Chef Huggles.
So this is actually Toe Jam's real life best friend.
Seriously?
Yeah.
There's no shot.
Okay. Not that I would
No,
know
no,
having
I'm
the player
saying
on my team.
I'm saying that as a reaction, but I believe you.
That's generally my reaction whenever HFFO says something. Too. There's no shot.
That's cap right there. Yeah, 100%. That's fair. Yeah, but this is his best friend, and I don't know how much he's liking it from what I've heard, but you throw a dart and see if you can get him around, and he's a defenseman, so hard to find David
Wait,
anyway.
he's on main.
Yeah, you don't notice him because he's IA.
Well, of course I knew who he was. He's on my team. Great defenseman for us.
This is proof you're not a main
Backpedal.
legend, for the record.
All right. Let's go to third round. But I think we have something to announce. What could it be?
I mean, I'll let someone
bedtime?
explain it. Is it COA time? Coa time?
Is it
Koa?
Koa time? Is
Alright.
it Koa time?
Yeah, it is
Let's
This
go.
would be
a trade.
the trade. Oh, that would be the trade. Yeah, I mean, at this point, we have a few picks pretty staggered up in the, like, we've had a 46 and a 41 staggered on top of each other. And I wasn't really in a rush to pick anyone, so when Nola came in asking to trade, I was just like, yeah, sure. I don't see an issue with it.
Did you say Nola?
Nola.
Okay.
No.
I think Shawnee, you got it wrong because it still says New England.
Oh, yeah. It is Nola, though.
It is Nola's.
You never saw anything.
Nope.
Look at it.
I've never seen anything in my life.
True.
So sending away the first pick of the third round, 41st overall, in exchange of a future third. So, and Nola is going to be picking with that. So the first pick of the third round is in.
And New Orleans selects Koenig Wolf, Bannock at the 41st pick.
Yep.
That is a creamsicle.
A what?
And that's going to put Toronto on the clock at 42, I believe.
Yep.
Yep.
This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Unless
This
his
is.
pick's being traded too.
I don't think so. This is Toronto's 6th pick in the draft. I'm pretty sure.
Well, they're late, way behind Calgary.
Calgary had what?
6 picks at like 28.
I mean, yeah.
But still pretty good to go get a 6th pick in this draft this early in the third round for Toronto, stacking more and more prospects in their prospect pool.
All right, we ready?
Uh-huh.
All right, with 42nd overall, Toronto selects Kazuchika Okada. Kenny.
I think I got Kenny confused with Python earlier. And that's why I said previously a simmer and didn't realize that it was the co-GM. Simmers, man, they're all the same, just like GMs.
Just like
Okay, so
GMs.
you're trying to interest simmers into like simming for the league, and then you're like, oh yeah, they're all the same.
Yes.
That's questionable recruiting.
Sure.
Next up, we have back-to-back.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
love those. Please don't trade
you
it.
just made George's day.
Please don't trade those.
Oh wow, Bowler traded. That's a joke. Please don't take me seriously.
Oh. All right. I am going to get that ready. Oh, you triple made my day.
Wow,
Why?
triple?
How was it a triple?
Well, 2 picks in a row and this guy.
Yeah,
This
where is
guy.
it? HFFO, we need you.
Yeah, what's up?
Why?
Do you want to announce the pick?
Oh, you mean the best player in this draft by a mile, and it's not even remotely close?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Minnesota Monarchs are selecting the player Cameron Dallas, the user Joe Jeff, the undisputed greatest player in simulation hockey history.
He's the only reason why Maine won this year.
Oh, he's on Maine. Never mind, he sucks.
Yeah, I liked him better on Regina.
Yeah, he's benched.
Oh God.
Oh, please don't get
Too
into
soon.
that.
Too soon.
Let's keep that for the Chirper.
Let sleeping dogs fly.
Let Chirper do its thing and don't bring that here.
Let's go to a philosophical question. If a tree falls in the forest,
Does anyone care? No, because trees suck.
Excuse you.
Got him.
You know what they do with trees?
Excuse you.
They cut them down and they turn them into boats, and boat team is also bad. So
Got him.
With climate change, blizzards aren't as scary.
Let's keep
I'm pretty
going.
sure climate change makes weather scarier, actually.
Both directions.
Please. All right, let's keep going, shall we?
44th pick overall, Minnesota once again. Select Jason Bolden. Who username Jason Kranz.
I mean, pick a last name already.
I think his first player was Jason Kranz, and then this is his second player now.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it's not the last name he's taking with; it's the first name. So they're all Jasons, I guess.
Jason's all the way down.
Pretty bold pick, though, if I do say so myself.
Can you explain your reasoning?
His last name's Bolden, so.
Fair enough. I'll not shut up.
That's all you need. Everything's in the name.
Give me a sec.
No.
There you go.
All right, next up is the TBB. Yep.
No, how could you?
That's how I feel too. Oh crap! I forgot to change the display here, but you already knew it was Tampa Bay coming up, and now oh, hey, it's Bo.
Is it both?
My beloved.
Your beloved.
This isn't Frigibacks.
Listen, I have many beloveds.
How could you do this to Frigibacks, Laura? Unbelievable.
I have a big heart.
But not for James.
Not for James.
Depends on which James.
James.
It's too many Jameses.
There's so many Jamesies.
James I?
Jamesies.
Jamesons?
Jamesuses?
James who?
James who?
James what?
a murder of James.
A murder.
Okay, Tampa Bay with
right.
whatever 45th pick is selecting. I want to say this one.
Go for it.
I like the name. Selecting West Thunder Base.
I think it's Thunder Bass.
No, it's Thunder Base because it's like a base.
It's Thunder Base now.
Play base. Yeah.
Okay then.
And username is great too. Copernicus.
Is that like Braden Coburn, but like Copernicus at the same time?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
pretty cool.
87, so it's a bit of Crosby in there too.
Yeah.
Or Donald Brashear
mean,
if you're old school for 87.
They're probably IA if we're being honest, right?
Yeah.
Give me a sec. I'm.
I mean, I'm not in the Newfoundland locker room where he played his junior season, so I can't say for sure. Not that I want to be in there anyways, but HFFO you probably would know better.
Well, what do I know?
Well, you've been on the Berserkers at some point, so you
I'm
might.
in the locker room. I don't think he even joined at any point.
Oh.
Yeah, that
yeah,
would make sense.
He never made it to the locker room.
Would make sense at this point in the draft. And yet we're still picking. So it's Manhattan now, unless Koa made a trade. Koa, did you make a trade? Please tell me you haven't made a trade.
Do you want to announce?
Koa picks.
Do you want to announce?
I think that's what he was going for.
Noise.
Yep. So yeah, with the 46 overall, the Manhattan Rage are proud to select, and I have to look it up, from the Detroit Falcons, goaltender Wayne Holloway, Linz Angeles. Yeah.
I remember.
Late goalie.
I remember scouting Linz Angeles with their previous player, and they're in a Euro time zone, right?
Yep, that's.
I think they're actually Latvian.
That is very possible.
Let me just confirm.
So,
it is now fact.
Yeah. Well, I think my stance towards goalies is fairly well known, considering that I got to the finals with a tandem of 400 TP goalies. So, yeah, just...
Did you win, though?
No, I did not win.
Just checking.
Wow. I'm enjoying twisting the knife in my back. Really nice.
I don't want to hear you fucking complain. You only lost twice in a row. We lost 3 times in a row. So shut up.
Is this the thing measuring we wanted to do? How many times in a
wow.
row we lost?
I have a smaller dick than you, Koa.
Anyway, well, when we talked to Linz Angeles, he showed up as a very chill guy, very laid back, kind of a nice person to talk to, and this late in the draft, goalies are still a source of, potentially great players because they tend to be kind of overlooked. And we technically have a spot left for a goalie, so why not have a shot in the dark?
Fair enough.
Yep, indeed. All right. I think
How about pick 47?
Getting to the end soon, so let's try to speed run that.
Now we have the first confirmed multi of the league.
Of the league, no.
Seattle selects Dylan Jacob Smith. User Agent Smith 009.
Could have been a bit more subtle about that one.
Low effort.
And it's Bo or Vat.
It would be a real shame if scouting this player, you would confuse the two and would send a scouting message to the actual Agent Smith.
That would be weird, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be extremely weird.
Wouldn't be as weird as me trying to scout Alex, though.
This feels oddly specific.
Have you not heard about
Probably
me
because
to
I
Alex?
did it. That's why it's specific.
I was trying to scout Alex, and then like some other guy with the exact same Discord like username and like numbers somehow showed up, and then he was like trying to tell me my grammar was bad because I was scouting, and he's like, "Why are you scouting on Discord for a hockey league? Like this doesn't make a lot of sense." I was like, "It's like a simulation league. Like, are you messing with me?" Like I thought he was just getting memed on, and then I found out it wasn't the actual Alex, just some random dude who just didn't fucking know what was happening. I thought I was in the actual like Swedish hockey league or some shit.
All right. Hey, great news. GMs are done. So
At last.
let's speed run this and not do the. Can we do the card things? How many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's speed run the last 8. Leon Riston going to Texas. Is that
Absolute Riz man.
is that the
Yeah,
first pick?
you raised me up.
I think it's Texas' first pick
It is, yeah.
in this draft.
Hmm.
Good for them.
Shenemy.
Next up is going to be
Texas again.
Texas.
Hamilton.
Texas again.
Texas.
I have Hamilton. What happened?
Hamilton passed.
49 passed.
Oh, Shawnee. Click the thing.
Yeah,
All right, Doc Shawnee's pay. He's losing $1 million.
Okay.
Oh,
It's past his bedtime.
True.
All right. Well, oops. Okay. Well, there is. That's another Sean, but no E, just Sean.
Sean
Sean Bird.
going to Texas.
yo, that's my alt. Wait,
Who's admin perms here? Can we mute him?
next up, Calgary.
I did a while ago, dude.
Shawnee, that can't be your multi because it ends with 99. So if that's a birth year, that's way too old.
Got him.
Oh,
All right. Next, I think is that right? Calgary.
back to back.
Back-to-back Calgary picks. Great.
Can I just make teams pass to get a bid?
Yeah, sure. Just click all the teams that are passing now, so it stops messing with my head.
Okay.
Also, who's the next pick though? After Sean.
55.
Calgary.
No, Calgary. 51 and
51.
52.
No, but you didn't put in the sheet who the player was, but it's okay.
Oh,
I got it from Discord. Don't worry. We're speed running this. I'm tired. I want to stop.
It's
I'm so sorry.
starting to be.
Title of my sex tape.
Oh,
So sad.
Oh my god.
we're getting blacklisted from YouTube.
As a very delayed. Oh my god.
I mean, you just said it for not for kids, right?
All right, Calgary going with a goalie here with Nelly Selly from the main Timber. How many goalies did the Timber have?
I think they had to draft two this draft, so.
Huh. Yeah, that makes sense. And then they are up again, and this time they will select
I
the Quavian.
did not put it.
It's
The
okay.
Quavian?
Flavian Davis Jr.
Yeah, you don't have to put them in anymore. I just got the Discord and I'm speed running this.
Double D
Okay.
heading to Calgary.
That
Okay.
arc 20. Going to.
Wait, 53rd. HF4, do you want to announce your pick?
Yeah, we're passing.
Yep.
Thank you for this wonderful announce that you are passing.
We did actually wait until this pick to decide we were passing.
54th is a pass.
Yep, we're
Chicago.
going to Atlanta at 55, and they are going to pick Lillian Flatberg.
User Hawk Match.
Hawk
Remember, it's
Mac.
got to be a duck, right?
No, it's
Aww,
Horvat.
it's Bo.
It's Borvat. 56 is a pass.
Yeah,
New...
Can we call Bo Horvat a duck? Is that
Yes,
is that
absolutely.
lore?
Yeah.
For
We
sure.
are now going to. Oh, the backgrounds
57 is
Weird.
Buffalo on the clock.
Yeah, backgrounds have stopped their Texas Gray forever.
This pick's coming straight out of Newfoundland. It's Zach Cuff Jr., Cuffy, longtime user.
First time caller, long time user.
Yeah.
Zach, not Jack. My bad. I was looking for Jack Cuff.
I think he used to GM St. Louis in the like season 18-20s with JP.
So we have
But
like
that's actually from Regina in Newfoundland.
No, he's the actual person is from Newfoundland.
Oh.
He's a Newfie.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry for all the jokes. The next one, yeah, you
pick 59. We can probably just skip this one though, so who cares?
Yeah.
Well,
just some bust.
Koa,
do you announce it?
Koa, you say the name yourself because I'm not trying to say that.
Please say that name.
Manhattan Rage are proud to select at 59th overall from the Great Falls Grizzlies, Arnost Hlemist.
Arnold Hammer. Nice. Very cool.
Almost Hlemist. Oh.
My
French accent does not allow me.
Oh yeah, I managed to make the thing red for you in the background, so all the colors match.
60 to 63 is pass.
Yeah, we're heading to Minnesota for 64. And I think I'm going to do 84 after because it's the same thing, and then we're going to come back to 65. I don't even care. So at this point, it's Bo Horvat anyways.
Everyone is Bo Horvat now.
Yep. So at this pick, where are we? 64.
You have the pick 65 right now.
Oh fuck. We have here. Rather.
That's a name.
That is a name.
That is pick 65 to Tampa. Dick Trickle, Love Pony.
Wait. 64 to Minnesota first.
Never saw that.
Oh, you already showed it, so it's too late.
I did?
No,
I showed
there's
it.
nothing.
Yes,
I'm looking at the stream. He showed up.
Yeah. I mean, he's gonna show up anyway. But, okay, why does it not... Great, so that was
there you go.
64. And then, 65, we showed it, the Dick Trickle. And the last one at 84, going to the Monarchs 2, is going to be Oscar Samuelson. And it's not
84.
Grizz Bear.
And so the last pick of this draft. And we have no pick 69, so that's sad. Do better, GMs.
I blame Foz.
He too quick.
So yeah, Oscar Samuelson. And now we're done. Everyone's passing. And I'm gonna show the... Oh no, I'm not gonna show that. What the fuck? Okay, I think I just need to do that here. So we still have one pick. Okay, so here's the last rounds that we did a little speed run. Maybe if no, I'm not gonna do that. All right, that's it, folks. It's been 2 hours ish. Not so bad.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. It was a lot of fun, and congratulations to all the draftees. Hope you guys have a wonderful career and enjoy your time in the Simulation Hockey League.
Yeah, thank you, Ace. Great way to bring everyone back together for finishing on something that kind of makes sense.
A high note. Yep.
Yeah, a high note with your wonderful voice and your professional mic. That being said, great draft for the biggest draft team we've ever had. Thank you, Frenchie Jr., Shawnee, for running the back end sheet. Thank you, Laura and Ace, and Pyro for doing some talking. Thank you to GMs Koa and a bit late, but we are still kind of happy you were there. HFFO.
Very entertaining.
Kind of happy I'm here. It's the best compliment I've gotten in a long time.
And with that, hey, if you know how to make renders for next draft, I will give you money to do so. So shoot me DM on Discord if you want to do some talking on streams. We also have job openings for draft, awards ceremony, bunch of stuff. So if you're interested in working events, just shoot me a DM on Discord, and I'm sure we can find you a job in the events department. Thanks everyone for watching, and we will see you. At least some of us will see you on Tuesday for the SMJHL draft,
Yay!
bringing all the new baby faces in the league. Thanks everyone, and have a great night.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Right.
Uh,